It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Friday morning, May 27th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Friday morning, May 27th, 2016. News and our top story at 8 a.m. on this Friday morning is President Obama embraced Shingeki Moriya, surviving Hiroshima attack after a speech on Friday. 5 people have died and attempted to climb Mount Everest since Mount one is missing. 36-year-old attempted to climb Eric Arnold reached Mount December after 4 previous attempts Mount died during his descent last Friday. Oxon Hill, Maryland. The words were tougher. The final rounds lasted longer. The result was the same. The Scripps National Spelling Bee ended in time for the 3rd consecutive year on Thursday night, and with Dream, How Far, and NAR, Zhang Yi declared the winners. The United States' first known case of the superbug that cannot be killed by last resort style kind of antibiotic was detailed in the report by the U.S. London. French had sent a specially equipped naval vessel to the southeastern Mediterranean to help hunt for Egypt Air Flight 804, so-called black boxes, French air accident investigators said. A jury found that Google's use of Java program language and Android is legal and practiced battle that lasted for some 6 years. On Friday, President Obama and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe will make a historic visit to Hiroshima. There will be speeches about the consequences of the nuclear weapons and the expression of everyone's hopes for a nuclear-free world. London. Global investors who have raised their holdings in cash and bonds cited fears about potential shockwaves for the Brexit vote rippling beyond Britain and the increased likelihood of rise in the U.S. Athens, Greece. Russia's president is traveling and financially struggling in Greece for a visit that will include a trip to school to male-only Christian Orthodox train in the country's north. Researchers in Thailand searched on Friday for a British man who was still missing after speedboat packed with a tourist capsized near the popular resort island of Koh Samui, leaving 3 women dead, officials said. The body of a U.S. Air Force veteran killed by her ex-husband was found in the marshy area of South Florida with help Thursday, police said. Washington, a Maryland man has been once again convicted of killing his 3-month-old son in 2001 in order to collect life insurance. Here at life. As a bald eagle work began after she lost 3 years of wings, for the years the bald eagle flew free in the Wisconsin wild over spawned bison, snake, and rivers. There are 3 presidential candidates like to talk about that. There are things they prefer not to. In Fort Worth, Texas. Sonia Katz, brother of the so-called FOS-18 Ethan Katz, was denied the 2 charges related to help their son flee to Mexico to avoid prison. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Louisiana Governor John Bell Edwards signed the Blue Lives Matter bill, becoming the first state in the country to protect police officers under a hate crime law. Knoxville, Tennessee. 2 ministers have been arrested as part of a year-long sting operation to fight prostitution of human trafficking and minors in Tennessee, officials said. An hour. Petra Collins has been pushing for the state to adopt a ban on plastic shopping bags to help the environment, but he wasn't sure his message was getting through until Thursday. That's when the United States Senate added the provision of budget that will enforce the ban, started in August 1st, 2018. The measure is still a long way from becoming law. The House doesn't. Not having the provision of the budget is so that it would accept the Senate language that the governor would have to approve it. Albert, an anonymous Facebook posted that accused Mayor Kevin Dumas of damaging the city card in an accident while driving truck over the weekend. Is that right? Line standard. Dumas told the Sun Chronicle that the accusation emerged on social media this week. There was word for that Jared Arnold did the word census. Springfield, Massachusetts. 2 Holyoke men charged with the killing of the 71-year-old father of Massachusetts State Police trooper earlier this year have been held without bail. The suspect's 32-year-old was a villain against Wild Weekends. The 24-year-old Edward Gonzalez pleaded not guilty Thursday to the murder of a charge connected to the jury 25th to the death of Juan Zayas in Springfield. After District Attorney Anthony Gillini described the victim as a criminal in the neighborhood. Boston, the Massachusetts Senate has passed a 39 that bill on budget invests their educational local aid and funnels millions into the state's opioid abuse crisis. Presumption Republican and presidential nominee Donald Trump vowed Thursday to bring energy independence in America by getting rid of regulations aimed at curbing pollution emissions of greenhouse gases for the last year is Democratic. Gas prices up by 50 cents low this week compared with last year. Vienna, the UN Nuclear Agency has reported no new Iranian violations of a landmark nuclear deal trend signed with 6 more powers that limited the atomic powers in exchange for sanction relief. Cost of Sack Conquest called PayPal for the Peter Thiel comic book film about the vindicate campaign lawsuits against the site. Ms. Martin North Dakota, presidential nominee Donald Trump said the end U.S. oil reports for the world record approved Keystone XL. Front critics say he knows little about energy. Also, Texas oil production for March was up 1% from the previous month. State data showed that crude oil prices just sustained recovery. Copenhagen and Denmark. Maersk Drilling said Friday they carried out a rig designed for harsh environments from the of Hercules offshore for deployments under the North Sea. John after the Libyan National Army is making a movement from the Tripoli toward the attempt to seize control of the city. And now the U.S. stocks, the Dow. Down 20 points at 78.29. S&P 529 for 10 and Nasdaq 4 down at 1.77. Bonds emerging from NIH according to news study, Sunday the market climate and how it changes. Over time, it helps scientists better plan future mission bonds and even understand climate change here and enough the study offers said. The deep sea researchers were serving an ocean ridge on the coast of Hawaii to a 15-minute ordinary ocean fork fair. Bill Krause, some volcano rock there came across something surprising. Researchers at Harvard this week offered a new theory of Alzheimer's disease that individuals too would have been understanding of disease and suggest new routes of treatment or prevention. Congress abandoned the Capitol Thursday almost 2-week break without addressing another capacity given as public health officials issued dire warnings about the spread of the mosquito-driven virus by summer reporting. A new study suggested antidepressants are being prescribed for treat numerous problems in addition to depression, including off-label uses. David Cameron urges G7 to back reward system and new drugs. U.S. sees the first case of resistance in the last resort drug. Antimicrobial resistance moving up political agenda. Peter Challenger's time is now 8:07 and it's time now for a spot report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox followed the Colorado Rockies 8-2. Red Sox at a Blue Jays scrub at 7:07 p.m. out in Toronto. Oakland, California, there is a difference between surviving and truly living, like the difference between scraping on bread and water and saving a substitute meal as a Golden State Warriors survive a Game 5 win, 120-114. Tampa Bay Lightning's Democrats returns to Game 7 loss to the Penguins 2-1. Jose Monostory arcs at each of the club as the Eagles to have become an early similar to repetitive. A first act of filled with rejuvenation and promise, one that's followed by a talent win in the second act and the third act where it goes iron and falls apart. Caught off guard. Martin Drake Jr. put himself a good position and have a strong showing at that. Coco 6 and wasted days off, but he still should have won last year. Peter Challenger's times now 8:07 on this Friday morning, and it's time now for a Trevor reporting this Friday morning, the start of the Memorial Day holiday weekend. Let's study up down in Rhode Island, where 95 of the southbound side of it's over. Technically at the downtown Providence, 146 of the southbound side over Route 50 to Route 95, 610 connectors over Route 6 to Route 95, 95 of the northbound side of it's so from Edwards Avenue 195 downtown Providence, 95 of the northbound side over Come Street to Route 4, Route 24 to the northbound side of it's so after Route 495 to Route 104 in Bridgewater. And then you break again from Harrison Boulevard and Nehemiah to Route 128, Route 24 on the southbound side of it, so after Route 128 in Kenton. South is the best way to both ends, sort of in the Mass Park body to the Bay Sweat, Mass Park on the eastbound side of it, so also tolls all the way out to the Southeast Expressway, Mass Park on the westbound side, so for the South Boston stretch, 93 on the northbound side, it's also on Route 128 red at 93 on the southbound side of it, so from Medford all the way out to the Zakin Bridge, Route 1 on the southbound side of it, it's slow from Chelsea all the way to Charlestown, Route 2 on the eastbound side, so from Arlington and Belmont, Route 2 on the westbound side, slow to Lexington stretch, 128 in the northbound side of it, so from the Mass Park all the way out to Route 2 in Lexington. Mass Park, it's time to go from Newton all the way out to the Southeast Expressway. Route 3 in the southbound side, so from Route 128 in Burlington. Route 128 in the southbound side of it, so around Route 3 in Burlington. Route 25 in the eastbound side of it, so around Route 628 in Burn. And Route 6 in the eastbound side, also around Route 134 in then it's 146 to the southbound side, also before Route 99 in Lincoln. 495 on the northbound side, also around Route 85 in Hopkinton, and 495 hits base again from the Mass Pike in Westboro all the way out to Route 20. Highways and byways of Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, out. Lincoln, that's been the I-87 on the southbound side, also after the Canadian border in the upstate New York, and I-89 in Vermont after the Canadian border. Down in Springfield, I-91 in the north bad side, so for Route 57 in Springfield all the way out to 291. Down in Connecticut, I-91 is that bad side, so 291 to I-84. 384 on the westbound side, also the Manchester stretch. I-84 to the westbound side, it did so before Route A in Waterbury. And I-84 westbound also so from Route 6 in Southbury all the way up to Danbury, Connecticut. 95 on the northbound side, it did so for West Haven all the way up to I-91 in New Haven. 95 on the southbound side, so for Westport all the way up to Stamford. Merritt Parkway on the southbound side, so for Route 7 in North to New Canaan. 95 on the northbound side, also in New York City. New London highways and byways, New York City are slow though, but the ferries leave from New York all the way at the Pennsylvania border. And New Jersey Townhouse moving from New York all the way down to Delaware, and Garden State Park moving from New York all the way down to Wildwood. Alright, let's take a look at MBTA alerts. Behind the branch pistol 98 bound lanes to disabled train at Copley Station. And commuter rail. Please board Framingham train 5868 40 inbound on the outbound platform of Framingham Station today. Board all Everland trains at outbound platforms of Bradford and stations due to ongoing bridge and construction work. Needham train 604 733 inbound operator 10-15 minutes beyond scheduled between Needham Junction and South Station. And on the ferries they are looking good. Peter Children's time is now 8:11 on this Friday morning, and it's time now for a weather report. And we're seeing some spotty rain showers in suburbs of Portland and stretching over to the Lake Sebago in Portland, Maine. But otherwise, nothing showing on the radar here. 7-day forecast. It goes like this: first, hazardous weather outlook because air quality alert today. And day 27 Saturday for Thursday. There's a low risk isolated struck that's over to the northwest of Boston Department side after the early evening hours on both Saturday and Sunday. A period of heavy rain showers and that's possible very late Sunday night and Memorial Day. Thursday with a small risk of localized flooding. 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, parts of the sky is 85 degrees, light south 40 degrees at 5 to 9 miles in the morning. Tonight, punch back after 4 a.m. A west forecast goes at 64 degrees, south about 5 to 9 miles, gusts 20 miles an hour. For Saturday, both sides cover 90 degrees south, it's about 6 to 10 miles an hour. For Saturday, slight change of showers before 7 p.m. Then slight change of showers in the south between 7 and 8 p.m. Then slight change of showers after 8 p.m. Punch back after 3 a.m. Most skies go about 63 degrees, south about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Temperature 20%. Sunday, slight change of showers, punch back before 7 a.m. Otherwise, punch sides cover 83 degrees, light and variable. Wind becoming southward 5 miles in the day afternoon, temperature 20%. Sunday night, change of showers May after 10 p.m. Most skies go about 60 degrees south. Temperature 40% Memorial Day. Showers likely before 4 p.m. The rain can be at any times. Most skies have about 76, about 60 degrees. Temperature 7%, dropping down to 30% by Monday night. Today, parts of the podcast coming for about 64 degrees. Wednesday, most of the podcast coming about 54 degrees. And Thursday, most of the got 72 degrees. Killing on here, it's fair skies at 66 degrees. Humidity of 75%, 19 above Celsius. So that's going to be for the Peter Channel. Morning news on this Friday morning. Main train time tonight, 6 a.m. Have a good day with a good bad day to all. See you. Have a good day.